This is Celebrity Thursdays. Every Thursday, we present you with another celebrity. Today, we're looking at 15 things you didn't know about Scarlett Johansson. Welcome to Alux.com, the place where future billionaires come to get informed. Hello, Aluxers. It's time for the red carpet once again. Today's topic is a little more special, since we're having a look at the life and career of one of Hollywood's most accomplished actresses. Born in 1984 in New York to Danish and Jewish parents, Scarlett started developing an interest in acting at an early age. But this ambitious girl was not only satisfied with showing off her talents in front of her family, she even appeared in plays and movies and refused commercial work to develop her craft. From The Girl with the Pearl Earring to Black Widow, she showed the world just how versatile her acting is. At only 33, she's accomplished more than others would even dream of, even maintaining a powerful voice in Hollywood and speaking for women everywhere. In today's video, we're getting a closer look at Scarlett, including details about her career and personal life, which will leave you in awe and hopefully inspired. So, let's get started. If you're new here, welcome. Be sure to subscribe and follow us on Instagram at Alux. Number 1. Scarlett's mother was also her manager. We all know that Hollywood's a tough industry, and most child actors get a head start in the biz with a little or a lot of help from their parents. However, some of them go to great lengths, and now the term mom manager or momager has become part of pop culture. Let's not forget about the person who made this term famous, Kris Jenner, who manages the whole Kardashian clan. Melanie Sloan, Scarlett Johansson's mother, has also managed her career since she appeared in North at the age of 9. However, the star decided to cut the cord in 2009 at the age of 26. Her mom, who had plans to buy a $1.4 million apartment in Manhattan, was left a bit dismayed by the news, since she could no longer afford it. Previously, she used to take 10% of Scarlett's income, which is a lot of money considering she's her daughter and not a stranger. Maybe her work ethics also apply to family members. Number 2. Scarlett has divorced twice. The notoriously private actress has not revealed lots of details about her two marriages, although keeping each detail away from the spotlight is pretty hard to do. At the age of 23, she married the then 31-year-old Reynolds, but divorced only 3 years later. They also sold their $3.65 million home in Hollywood after the amicable split, and all assets earned during the marriage were split in half. Johansson has later stated they were too similar and competitive, as their Hollywood careers make it hard to have a normal relationship. Her second marriage to Romain Duriac, a French journalist, also ended after just 2 years. Although she doesn't intend to open up about this divorce anytime soon, some details have emerged, and it's also speculated that she had to pay around $20 million to her ex. They are co-parenting their daughter, Rose, after a tough custody battle, since she wanted the girl to live with her in New York, and Duriac wanted his daughter to move to France with him. Number 3. She was named the sexiest woman alive twice. Scarlett Johansson is our modern-day Marilyn Monroe, and for good reason. The blonde bombshell has been named the sexiest woman alive twice by Esquire, first in 2006 and again in 2013. Similar top lists have failed to include her along the years, such as Men's Health and FHM, although she appeared on several covers of Playboy. Who can forget the controversial Annie Leibovitz shoot in Vanity Fair? Scarlett appeared naked alongside Keira Knightley and designer Tom Ford, but get this, she was just 21 and Knightley was 20 at the time. And of course, Madame Tussauds could not miss the opportunity to capture her likeness through a wax statue in New York and another one in Delhi, India. She's been in the spotlight since she was a kid, so it's no wonder we see her everywhere. Number 4. Her first movies were box office failures. Scarlett mostly appeared in minor roles as a child and even as a teenager. Some of the movies were total box office flops. Most Scarlett fans would argue that 2003's Lost in Translation and The Girl with the Pearl Earring catapulted her to stardom, since they also made some good money, $120 and $31.4 million respectively. But it was the 2001 black comedy Ghost World, which also starred Thora Birch and Steve Buscemi, that really gave her the opportunity to show off her acting chops as a teenager. In the movie, she plays Rebecca, a cynical outcast who must endure life after high school graduation in a small town. Director Terry Zwigoff described her as a unique, eccentric person and right for the part. The movie was a commercial failure, earning just $8.7 million out of a $7 million budget, but achieved cult status and even an Academy Award nomination for Best Adapted Screenplay. Number 5. Scarlett Johansson is the world's highest paid actress. Talented and incredibly hardworking, Scarlett now has the money to show how it's done. Most recently, Forbes has revealed its highest paid actresses list, and Johansson has dethroned Emma Stone to earn the title of Best Paid Movie Star. She achieved this in a relatively short amount of time, making $40 million between 2017 and 18. In comparison, Angelina Jolie, who's number 2, has $28 million earned in the same time period. Scarlett is said to have a net worth of around $120 to $140 million. According to Forbes, which calculated ticket sales worldwide, her movies made $3.3 billion, putting her on the 10th spot of the list of the highest-grossing actors of all time. Playing Black Widow in Avengers is her most lucrative role to date, and she's set to reprise her role as a standalone movie. The movie already has a director, Kate Shortland, and will be released in 2019. However, Johansson has also made some great collaborations, such as Calvin Klein, Louis Vuitton, and L'Oreal. She was a brand ambassador for champagne brand Moet & Chandon, and even replaced Gisele Bündchen as the face of Dolce & Gabbana. Number 6. She was rejected from film school. At the age of 14, she didn't get the part in Disney's Parent Trap, which went to Lindsay Lohan instead. She was not accepted to attend the Tisch School of the Arts in New York. Even as an adult, Scarlett was told that she was too beautiful to be Lisbeth Salander in The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo in 2011. Hollywood child stars have spoken out in recent years about the difficulty of growing up in the spotlight, and we have plenty of cases where their lives have not been so rosy after transitioning to more adult roles, such as the case for Lohan. However, Johansson is not only remarkable for staying grounded, but for her ambition in the face of challenges. Number 7. Her nude photo hacker got 10 years in jail. While fortune and fame have their downsides, as one of the sexiest women in Hollywood, she's not only followed by the paparazzi and fans, but by people with bad intentions as well. In 2011, private photos were hacked from her cell phone. They were supposed to be for her then-husband Ryan Reynolds' eyes only, hence the explicit nature of them, exposing, well, everything. Since then, they were leaked online and posted on several gossip websites. The hacker, Christopher Cheney, was sentenced to a decade in prison following an investigation from the FBI. He was also accused of hacking into Mila Kunis and Christina Aguilera's emails and ordered to pay $66,000 to Scarlett. She later described the experience as being shocked and devastated, advising fellow stars such as Emma Watson and Amanda Seyfried to be cautious in the future. Number 8. She publicly dismissed evidence of Woody Allen's sexual misconduct. Controversial director Woody Allen is no stranger to scandal. After leaving his wife Mia Farrow to marry his 3-decade younger stepdaughter, which they had adopted together, you would say that would be enough. But in 2014, Dylan Farrow, his other adopted daughter, accused him of molesting her as a child and urged stars, including Johansson, to stop working with Allen in the future. However, she has been one of the actresses that decided to support Allen despite the negative publicity around him, and was even seen having dinner with him in May 2018. This event came after her Women's March speech in January 2017, in which she spoke about her bad experiences with men in the business. Number 9. Scarlett dropped out of a movie after being criticized by the LGBT community. First, there was backlash for her role in Ghost in the Shell, directed by Rupert Sanders. According to critics, the casting was wrong, and it was a clear case of Hollywood whitewashing since her character comes from a Japanese manga. However, that didn't stop her from working with the same director again. This time it was the movie Rub and Tug, about a transgender person who transitioned from female to male. The fact that she was cast sparked a huge debate about cisgender actors taking work away from trans people. The #OscarsSoWhite creator April Rain and transgender actress Jamie Clayton both called for her to quit the movie, which she later did, but not before pointing out that actors like Jared Leto had played trans roles before without the criticism. Number 10. She owns a $4 million home in Los Feliz, Los Angeles. Situated between Hollywood and Silver Lake, Los Feliz is a pretty popular neighborhood, especially among celebrities, and Scarlett is no exception. She owns a 3,500 square foot mansion that cost almost $4 million and was originally built in the 40s. Although it boasts a swimming pool and a skylit bathroom, the house is very cool since it offers a nice view of the Hollywood sign. She was also recently spotted while searching for a house in Palisades, New York, which might cost around $3.6 to $4.3 million. In this case, she would be a neighbor to Bill Murray, who owns a $5 million estate there. But speaking of Los Feliz, find out what other celebrities used to own property there by clicking in the top right corner. Number 11. She's very vocal about social problems and a liberal. Again, this celeb knows how to keep her private life private. However, some details from her most recent divorce have emerged. It seems that after her daughter Rose Dorothy was born, she was the breadwinner in the family, which only shows that Scarlett does not believe in traditional roles in society, and she's quite determined to have it all. Scarlett also is a critic of the Hollywood gender pay gap, saying that sexism is real and that it's a constant fight to be treated equally in society. She's also an advocate for the Time's Up movement along with Emma Watson, Natalie Portman, and many other actresses. However, she's remained tight-lipped about her relationship with Weinstein, who helped her a lot in her career and may have been friends for many years. Number 12. Ivanka Trump was very offended by Scarlett's parody of her. In the meantime, she has lampooned Ivanka Trump on Saturday Night Live, which became a memorable and acclaimed performance. Well, not for Ivanka herself, who felt very offended by the impersonation, according to Omarosa's new book, Unhinged. In the skit, Ivanka appears to be filming an ad for Complicit, a perfume name that's a reminder of Ivanka's complicit nature. The first daughter presented herself as a feminist who's a champion of women, but at the same time fully supports her father, who's been accused of repeated sexual harassments and assaults. It seems that Scarlett couldn't care less about what the first daughter thinks, and has called her uninspiring and cowardly for her actions. Number 13. She's won 23 awards and received 80 nominations. Johansson's first big win was a Best Actress in a Leading Role for 2003's Lost in Translation at the British Academy Film Awards. But did you know she also won a Tony Award? The super talented actress received a Best Featured Actress in a Play for her role as Catherine in A View from the Bridge, written by Arthur Miller. It seems she's able to win in every category, since she's also got the MTV Movie Award for Best Fight for Avengers, together with her co-stars. That's not too bad considering they won over Daniel Craig versus Ola Rapis in Skyfall and Christian Bale versus Tom Hardy in The Dark Knight Rises. Arriving in a coral jumpsuit, she looked absolutely ready to kick some ass, and did so at the box office. The 2012 Avengers movie was the first Marvel film to make $1 billion in sales. Scarlett has a total of 80 nominations, including 4 Oscar nominations. Hopefully she won't have to wait as long for Leo for her award. Number 14. She's considering a career in politics in the future. Scarlett has been one of the most prominent Hollywood supporters of President Obama and subsequently Hillary Clinton. Her twin brother, Hunter, worked for both of Obama's presidential campaigns, and she stated that she's always been interested in local politics. At the Women's March event in January 2017, she's declared that she's considering a role in politics in the future if she could spare some time away from her family and career. Scarlett also had a speech at the 2012 Democratic National Convention and claimed to have a relationship with Obama following an email exchange in 2008. Of course, this caught the attention of the media, and the site Politico.com even titled an interview with her, "Actress Has a Crush on Obama." What's more, some of them even speculated there was more than just a friendship between the two, but Obama was quick to dismiss her claims, saying he'd only answered one email to thank her for her support, but she doesn't have his personal email address. Ouch. Number 15. It costs at least $40,000 to go out with Scarlett. How much would you pay to meet the sexiest woman alive? Well, some had the chance, and they sure did take it. Scarlett auctioned herself off on eBay a decade ago to raise money for the charity Oxfam, which won a fan tickets to the premiere of her movie He's Just Not That Into You and a 20-minute date with the actress, all for the low price of $43,000. A chance to go on a date with Scarlett was also the most expensive auction item at the fundraising event for breakthrough breast cancer, which was won by none other than Rolling Stones guitarist Ronnie Wood, who donated $41,000. It appears that she was too busy to meet him afterwards, but alas, he can say he bought the most expensive date of his life. Plus, sorry to burst your bubble, but due to her rising fame and having the status of being the highest paid actress, the chance to meet her might cost way more now, so you better be prepared. After all, she really is worth it. Well, Aluxers, that's a wrap on Scarlett Johansson. Wouldn't it be great to get to meet her? But until then, we're happy to see her stellar acting on screen. So what do you think? Will the Black Widow movie be as successful as the Avengers movies? Make sure to let us know in the comments. And of course, for sticking with us all the way to the end, you know you get a bonus. Here it is. Number 16. Katy Perry wrote a song about Scarlett's lips. Scarlett has always been an advocate for a healthy body image, but it seems that the rest of the world can't stop being obsessed with her and her lips. More specifically, a study of 560 plastic surgeons determined she has one of the most attractive pouts in the world, along with other stars, such as Rosie Huntington-Whiteley. The secret is apparently the symmetry of her lips. More specifically, the upper lip is as thick as the lower one. Singer Katy Perry could also not resist her lips, as she wrote the hit song I Kissed a Girl after seeing Scarlett's photo in a magazine. She's also expressed her willingness to kiss the movie star if ever given the opportunity. Johansson reportedly politely replied with, "That's flattering, but my lips are kind of taken," referring to Ryan Reynolds at the time. So maybe Katy does have a chance after all. Thank you for spending some time with us, Aluxer. Make sure to subscribe so you never miss a video. If you want more, we handpicked these videos you might enjoy, or head over to Alux.com for the best in fine living content on the planet. Be a part of the largest community of luxury enthusiasts in the world and tell your story.